The Vancouver Police Department is looking for witnesses or victims or anyone with information about a series of attacks that occurred over the holiday season in Vancouver, allegedly involving a man with a machete. These attacks appear to have been completely unprovoked, and they're obviously concerning. We believe that there is at least one more victim and possibly more out there who have not yet come forward to police, and we're asking for anybody with information to give us a call. This investigation started by the Vancouver Police on New Year's Eve after a man was assaulted in the area of Granville and Nelson Street. He was walking in front of the Blends coffee shop at Granville and Nelson when a man allegedly approached him and struck him in the head with what we believe is a machete. It did cause a serious injury to the man's head, and he stumbled to a nearby restaurant where passers-by noticed him and they flagged down police officers who were in the area. Police officers obtained a description of the suspect and began searching the area, and a short time later were able to locate a man nearby, and that man was arrested. The victim in that attack was taken to hospital and he received medical attention, and while the Vancouver police officers were investigating that attack, they learned of a very similar attack that had occurred just an hour prior, also on Granville Street, in the 1000 block of Granville Street. Now, in that case, there was a male. He was a 26-year-old homeless man who was busking in the 1000 block of Granville Street when he too was approached and apparently randomly assaulted by a man with a machete. He suffered a serious facial wound that required a number of stitches. So that will be a life-altering physical injury for him as well. During the course of the investigation, VPD officers learned of a third attack, and that attack is now under investigation. That attack is alleged to have occurred on Christmas Eve outside the Canadian Tire store at Cambie Street and East 7th Avenue, Cambie Street and West 7th Avenue, involving a man who was sitting on a bench when he was approached by a male, again allegedly with a machete, who struck him and injured him. These incidents all occurred in busy places. We believe there were lots of people around and likely lots of people who saw what happened. We need those people to come forward with any information that they have, give us a call and speak to our investigators. Now, Cruz Joseph, a 33-year-old man, has been charged with 2 counts of assault with a weapon, 2 counts of assault causing bodily harm, 1 count of robbery, and possession of a dangerous weapon in connection to the December 31st incidents that occurred on Granville Street. The Canadian Tire incident the incident that occurred on the bench outside of Canadian Tire that I referenced is still under investigation. No charges have been laid, and we're looking for any information that can help us move that investigation along. I should say that, for lack of a better phrase, word on the street that our officers have received is that there is at least one more victim out there, and possibly more, who has been attacked in a similar way, and that person, there may be others, have not come forward to the police. I can't speculate why. However, we do dearly want to hear from anybody else who has been victimized, anybody else who has information about what happened, because we believe that could advance the investigation and be a significant help to us. So the VPD is asking anyone with information to call the major crime section. The phone number for that is 604-717-2541. Alternatively, Crime Stoppers, an anonymous tip line, can be called 1-800-222-8477.